claims to replace any sort of social media filter. Like the redness has dramatically reduced. It's making my skin look really, really nice. Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. In today's video, I thought that I would actually sit down and film a video testing a beauty product. I feel like I've not done this in a while. Honestly, trying to film during nap times can be a challenge. I thought I would sit down and film testing out a product that I feel has gotten a hell of a lot of reviews. However, of course, as you know me and my channel, I like to test products on my skin that is covered in pigmentation, acne, and very little scarring. So the product that I am testing today claims to replace any sort of social media filter, Instagram, Snapchat, and give you that filter-like skin is, of course, the Revolution IRL Filter Longwear Foundation. So this foundation is said to give you a flawless complexion for up to 16 hours. Honestly, that is such a long time. I never wear makeup for 16 hours, but we're gonna do a long wear test as well. So there are 30 shades that are also over multiple undertones, but I've got the shade F1. This is what my skin is looking like. As you can see, honestly, it's looking really good at the moment. But I have pigmentation marks, I have a few blemishes on my chin, and yeah, just more pigmentation. But I feel like, even though I've done my skincare today, I feel like my skin is really, really dry. So to start off, I'm just going to put on some La Mer Creme de la Mer. This is like the most fanciest thing I own in my whole entire life, because I know this is goddamn expensive. However, I got it as a sample and I might as well use it, because honestly it is like the most luxurious thing that I have ever felt on my skin. So I'm just gonna put this on. I also recently picked this up as well. This is the Revolution Pro Blur Stick Bright Universal Face Primer. So I never know when it comes to like stick primers, if you're just meant to go like this, or if you're meant to just take some off with your hands or a brush. Honestly, hygienic wise, it's probably not best just rubbing it on your face, but that's what I'm gonna do anyway. So I'm just gonna put it all over my face. It does feel really weird, the fact that I'm putting a ginormous stick on my face, because obviously it doesn't reach everywhere, but I'm going to rub it in afterwards as well. As you can already tell, I have done my eyebrows and part of my eyes. I haven't done my bottom lashes yet, because I just wanted to focus on the foundation. I actually really like that primer. It's really, really soft. It reminds me of the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I know that sounds crazy because one is more creamier than the other, but honestly, like, the touch feels exactly the same in regards to how creamy it feels on the skin. But yeah, so onto the foundation. And this is also said to have niacinamide in it as well, so a little bit of a skincare boost. So I've just put 2 pumps onto the back of my hand, and I'm gonna use the brush that I continually use over and over, because honestly it is so easy. So I feel like the shade might actually be a bit too light. I'm not quite sure. What do you think? I'm sure once it's blended out it'll match pretty well, but at this moment in time it definitely looks as if it's a little bit too bright for my complexion. But in all honesty, when you've got a face full of acne and all you're seeing is redness, any sort of shade that you put on always looks too light. But it's going on pretty well actually, and I feel like, so I'm just stippling it in and I almost feel like it's covering my pigmentation almost immediately. Honestly, you guys, I feel like it gives off such a really nice glow already. I'm not sure with the shade. I mean, I think this is a pretty good match if I'm being honest, but yeah, it just makes me look really, really pale. It says it's medium to buildable coverage, and honestly, like, just 2 and a bit pumps to do the whole of my skin, and it looks really, really good. I generally, like, the redness has dramatically reduced. This looks really, really good. I am so impressed already. This is so good. It's covered like all of my acne. Obviously I still have like the textural issues going on and a few 3D bumps, but oh my god. So my nose area is a little bit dry, and as you can see it has cracked just slightly, but this is what it looks like on my skin. So it's generally covered up the redness here, and obviously I have textural issues going on here with a little bit of like oiliness, and yeah, it's covered up the pigmentation here as well. I picked up this Superdrug, their B line, I think that's what it's called, I'm not quite sure. This is in medium and it's just their sculpt and highlight contour. I'm not going to use the other side, but I am just going to use the sculpting bit because I'm trying to find like a really good creamy bronzer, because I absolutely love cream products and I cannot for the life of me bloody pick one. And then just to make sure it's blended evenly, I'm just going to use the exact same brush so there's no harsh lines, and any like residue from the foundation is just going to help it blend a little bit more. I feel like it's quite warm undertoned, so it just lifts my skin a little, so it's a little bit less pale, which is really nice. But I also think that this is one of those products that is definitely buildable. If you know of any good sort of like cream bronzers, then do let me know. Obviously this is not a bronzer, this is just contour. And then I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Putty Blush. I absolutely love this. So I'm going to go in with the wrong brush because all my brushes are upstairs where little Miss Squish is currently napping. I am also going to go ahead and use the L'Oreal Life's A Peach as well, just to add a little bit more depth. So none of the products that I've used on top of this foundation has like come away. Sometimes when I test a foundation and I put other products on, it can sort of like lift up the foundation, but honestly this is just staying as is. I'm just going to add a little bit of face powder down onto my chin area because I feel like that's where it is the most oiliest. I'm just going to go off camera now and finish the rest of my makeup. I have just finished my makeup, so I've just put on the e.l.f. Sheer Slick lipstick. So good, it's like a tinted balm. And then mascara, I've been using the Maybelline Curl Bounce and also the Maybelline Sky High. Yeah, a close-up of what my skin is looking like. Obviously you can still see all of the textural issues on my chin area, but it's pretty much covered everything else. I've still got the dry patch just in the crease of my nose here. But honestly, you guys, the fact that I've not had to use any concealer whatsoever, I am definitely impressed. So it is currently 10 o'clock. Yeah, I'm gonna do multiple check-ins throughout the day just to see what the wear is like. And then, yeah, I will check back in with you guys a little bit later on. Okay, so I wanted to show you exactly what my skin looks like right in front of the window, so natural lighting. This is what my skin is currently looking like. You can definitely see the creasing on my nose area just here. It's definitely the only thing that is popping up at this moment in time. So it's covered my acne. Of course, you can still see it because, you know, textural issues. But it's not collected at all, and yeah, it's making my skin look really, really nice. It's just the issue with this dry skin right here. So I'm just checking in. It is 3 o'clock, so it's been 5 hours. Yeah, because I finished putting it on at about 10. It's been 5 hours, and honestly, you guys, it still looks so insane. Like, you can start to see that my chin area is getting a little bit oily. Same with the forehead. It's going a little bit cakey around the nose area, a little bit of creasing. This area is looking a tad dry as well, but I think that's generally just like my skin going about the day. Obviously I've got combination skin, so I've got oily areas in the T-zone, and I'm getting a little bit of dry patches around this area as well. But in regards to coverage, it still looks really, really good. So it is 10:30, and I think the foundation has been on for 12.5 hours, which is the longest time I've ever gone with makeup on. So just to bring you in a little bit closer so we can see everything. So I'm not gonna lie, I have been touching my face. I feel like overall, so from here you can definitely see like all the textural issues, but I still feel like the redness in particular is really covered. That is not shining through whatsoever. Everything has gone really, really dry, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like everything has started to separate, especially around the chin area. The foundation has worn away just here. Yeah, it's literally getting in all the nooks and crannies. Yeah, it has lasted pretty well, to be honest. 12.5 hours is not bad. But yeah, if you're looking for a foundation that will cover pigmentation and acne, if it's not so 3D bumpy, then I would definitely recommend this foundation. It's really, really good. Didn't need to use much concealer whatsoever. Absolutely love it. Definitely need to wash it off. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Have you tried this foundation before? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you don't already and you've been loving my videos, don't forget to subscribe, as I'd love to have you join the family, and I will see you in the next one.